Good evening and welcome to the Gobble Inn. I am your hostess Grigma. How's everyone doing tonight? I just completely revamped my streaming setup and now my ring light is drowning me out. Let me dial that back a bit. Oh, apparently I can't dial that back a bit. Ooh, that's terrible. Okay, so either I'm blown out or oof. That's a little better. Okay. we're still working out the kinks. I had a rather catastrophic few days with my setup. My main gaming monitor died. This afternoon, when I was trying to rearrange some things, I knocked my mouse on the floor and it died. My keyboard's been driving me bonkers for ages. So, I spent some money, and my husband was kind and donated a lovely new monitor. So I've got my gaming monitor situation straightened out. I bought a new keyboard and mouse. So I'll be getting used to those tonight while I play. Always fun. And hopefully, excuse me a second. Sorry, daughter was having a moment. Um, we are, yeah, so we're testing out some new equipment and I moved my camera's swing arm to a higher point in the room. We're going to see how I like that camera angle. And yeah, we'll see how things go. It's a learning experience. Um, but there's only one real way to try all this stuff out and see how it works, and that is let's play some Baldur's Gate. When last we met, I was playing Nightingale, which is a neat survival crafting game that is a mix of steampunk and fae, so European fairy mythology. And it, so far so good, is a really interesting game. We're going to be playing that on Sunday nights. And Fridays and Mondays will remain Baldur's Gate because I want to play this game. I'm having fun with it and I want to finish it and possibly play some more playthroughs of it. We'll see how it goes. I'm sorry, my daughter's having a tantrum right outside my office. Hopefully you're not hearing too much of it. Let's increase the background noise by playing Baldur's Gate. Okay, I'm going to try this screen and see how it works with Baldur's Gate. If I don't like it, if I cover up too much of the game, then we'll switch back to our other style. But when last we were playing Baldur's Gate, we finally arrived at Baldur's Gate. We finished up Moonrise Towers and have moved on because the army and the Elder Brain and all of that good stuff has marched on Baldur's Gate, and we are needed there. So let's see what's going on here. My cursor looks huge. This whole monitor looks huge. This is a big monitor. My husband gave me a good sized monitor. Okay, has everything loaded? I think so. We are in camp just outside of Baldur's Gate. And we are gonna talk to people and...
These birds have seen everything.
see what's going on.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Okay, that was an interesting glitch. Oh, this may be a fun time. You must have been furious at your father for throwing you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst.
Okay.
And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Do you miss him?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
Poor honey. Okay, I actually have to sit back a little further because this is a big-ass monitor.
I have a lot on my mind.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
That's true. And uncharacteristically kind of you. Of course, she's having her own crisis of faith, too. Here, I am covering up her head. Let me switch screens real quick. There we go. Do we want to talk about us?
I'm listening.
I'd like to kiss you.
I'd like the same.
All right. Let's get some smooches. They have improved the smooches. Aww. What am I to you?
You are Jacques Von Ashtur, source of my bruises.
Whoa.
I had the audacity to invite a woman of your talents to strike me. You had the courage to stand against me, unflinching. In so doing, you made yourself my possession and my obsession.
Aw. I'd like to change the subject. Oh, she's not happy. Okay. Well, she's coming with me to town, so. Or do I want to switch to Karlach? We'll decide in the morning, but let's talk to Shadowheart. Shadowheart's been through a lot.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
I mean, I want to talk about all that's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up? I want to know how she's holding up. How am I holding up?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again.
Oh. And leave. Okay. I see a pupper. And I do not have Speak with Animals cast. We must go see the pupper. Pupper is important.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Aw. Pet the pupper. He's all right. We'll go to other things. Let's see. Who's through here? Carlax just chilling. To bother her.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.
Tell me more about your relationship with Gortash.
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work, guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just, it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Poor honey. I want to kick Gortash in the nuts. And I'm sure I will. Listen.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure. But her path will be easier with our support.
I feel like I haven't gotten to know you properly yet.
What would you like to know?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're quite large for an elf.
I am?
You're buff as hell.
Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now.
You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
It's a natural question, but I don't have a good answer, I'm afraid. Perhaps there's a half-orc buried somewhere in my ancestry.
Nothing
Or
wrong with that.
perhaps not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be.
True.
Stranger things have most certainly happened.
Truth. How'd you come to be a druid?
I had a friend when I was young, long ago. He played with me in the forests where I grew up. But eventually, I realized no one else had heard of him. It was Daniel, of course. Nature was my very first friend. I get older, but he hasn't changed a day. I knew then that I had to be more than a companion to him. I had to be a protector.
Do you have people out there somewhere? Family, friends, a lover, perhaps?
You're not a doppelganger, are you? Trying to study me to learn all my secrets so you can take my place?
Asking too many questions.
Save
Gotcha.
for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in high forest now, near the shade of the grandfather tree. The grove became my family, with Sylvanus as my teacher. And now I have you.
Aw. You're better off with me anyway. I'm sorry for your loss.
It was a long time ago. The wounds don't heal, but they become more bearable.
Do I want to get into the lovers thing? Because I'm very happily attached to a very angry woman with a sword. Turn to other matters. Tell me something about yourself that I wouldn't even think to ask.
I suppose you wouldn't be shocked to learn I love animals and nature? I know. Well-trodden territory. Well then, let's see. I whittle in my spare time, and I've something of a sweet tooth.
Oh.
Although everyone's very amused when I say I like honey.
Whittling, what do you make?
Ornaments, utensils, and ducks. I like ducks.
Nice. You're fortunate to know what you like. I wouldn't pay any attention to what others think.
You're right. Sometimes I think people look at me and imagine my feelings can't be hurt.
Oh. Strong, sensitive type.
Thank me by returning the favor, why don't you? Come on. I'm sure you've something better than carving wooden ducks.
I live in mortal fear of krakens, though I've never actually seen one.
Well, they are fierce creatures from what I understand. But as long as you avoid the high seas, I think you can consider yourself safe.
We're totally meeting a kraken later in this game. That's enough for now.
Anytime.
We will leave. I do not need my ego boosted by every member of my party. Who's... Oh, this is... Invasion plans for the Sword Coast. Traveler's chest. Oh, Gale actually has to talk to me. I'm just wandering around poking everybody. Gale, what you need?
The Absolute should be a thing of the past, and I with it. Yet, at the risk of angering Mistra further, I'm glad it didn't come to that, given what has come to light.
What are you talking about?
The Elder Brain.
Oh, yeah.
But, more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but...
Excuse me.
No matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
Back up a little. Why is the crown so important all of a sudden?
That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory.
And?
We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck
Right,
would have
books.
it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
On it. So you just want to go shopping? Why would a Baldurian magic shop be the first place we look?
Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Leathery's texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Duly noted. Okay. Let's talk to Asterion.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
Sounds as if you envy him. Asterion, do we need to talk?
Of course I envy him. Why wouldn't I? The problem with what Cazador has done is that he did it to me. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor.
I don't know. Raphael said the Ascension was lethally diabolical.
Doesn't it sound delightful? For the lucky little vampire on the winning side. After 200 years of shit, pure shit, I think I deserve something better.
I mean, he has a point. I just don't know if I like him with that much power. Oh. Freedom is not the same as power.
All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more
You're
about
bastard,
the ritual
all right.
before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend.
Well, the information will be useful. We'll find the other spawn.
If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs.
Great.
We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
I'm sure this is going to go really well. Oh, berry bushes.
Something good here, I hope.
Grab some snacks. I mean, we're going to have to take a long rest eventually. Damalin and Isabel. They haven't really set up a campy camp spot, have they?
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Oh, heck. I mean, I'll respect that. Isabel, good night.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Fair. Okay. I will leave you two crazy kids to it. Would you like a bedroll at least? Something to keep you off the dirt while you make up for lost time? Could at least give them a tent. I mean, jeepers. Okay, I think that's everybody. Let's go to bed.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full.
Fair.
The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
I will free everyone of this evil. I will be the hero that saves Baldur's Gate.
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Oh shit.
The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination.
Uh-oh. Oh heck. A fight in camp.
Help me!
Oh shit. Good morning. Her voice commanding. 1d6 damage per turn. Affected entity's brain is being tortured at the whim of the Absolute. It receives a -1 penalty to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma abilities, and takes 1d6 psychic damage at the end of its turn. Shit-y. Okay. Well, let's fuck some shit up. Zephyr Gishra Hrakla. At least it starts a little fucked up. Can I get a chomp off on you? Not enough movement. Which means we don't have a flourish or anything. Yeah, hide. Nope. Okay.
Die, you little harborer!
Visit Harborer. Cutting words.
So fast!
Oh! Heck!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Okay. Let's get to the portal. How can I... How can I do the most damage?
Another step forward.
Charge. Ouch. Gone. There we go. Okay. Trying to get to the portal. Ow. Yeah. Oh. Oh, you massive dick. You're a monk. We don't like you. Here. Let's wreck some shit. Oh. Why are you like this? There we go. And move on this way. He's too far away from me. No. Action surge. Let's switch weapons. Do a piercing shot. Even with some gaping wounds. There we go. Got a little damage on at least. Shudder heart. Do we want to cast spells? I kinda do. Her weapon's pretty good. Let's do a rush attack. And poison. Okay. And let's heal. Level 4. There we go. That's a bit better. Ugh. Yeah, I'll take damage. Asterion.
Come quickly! I can't do this without you.
On the way.
Come on, can't stay idle. Close at hand.
Let's see. No mercy.
Just be quick.
That thing's not going to hold together much longer.
Conjuring Guardian. I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack. It's not over. Come to the skull. Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
That nearly ended me.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Never wanted the easy path.
I need you. Now.
Good idea, I think.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger. The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. The Honor God. Eliminate them. My force is awakened by their assault. But with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the guard. I will subdue their master. Together, we can turn the tide.
This will do nicely.
Make way.
Destroy the Honored Guard.
Blood comes easy these days. take me yet.
Shall we dance?
Health! I need to hold on.
That nearly ended me.
I must regain control of the Yankee prince.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Let's have some courage.
I will ascend.
Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals, unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed, and they fueled me when I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Justil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive-mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus' mother to bring about the fall of the Elitid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus' mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved you have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was in prison. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prison. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel, but the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. I understand. Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced Elder Brain. But in case you change your mind, look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all. But lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
That took the edge off.
Yes, please.
Still breathing, despite everything. Can't slow down. Already feeling better.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. We meet Voss in the city, and we obtain the key to freeing Orpheus from his prison. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way. What about him?
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. And now it's offering us power if we're willing to evolve.
No traps, please. Seems simple enough.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Something is different about Shadowheart. New facial creases, perhaps. A fresh battle scar I hadn't noticed. Bah, it eludes me.
Love Shadowheart's new look. Softer, less severe. It suits her.
Gods. A mind flayer's been getting their tentacles all over our dreams this whole time. I'm really not sure about putting any trust at all in this thing. It's already shown itself a liar. I've got my eyes on the Emperor, and Karlach doesn't blink. Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are. We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players. Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join. Now we're talking. What's cooking? Karlak incoming.
I was concerned when I saw Shadowheart creeping about with a blade in the dead of night, but it was just to cut her hair, it seems. It suits her.
Herman, is that you?
Let's get going.
There's no more radiant sight than that of someone who's learned to love themselves anew. Shadowed in name, but no longer in spirit. It suits her.
Always makes my day better.
Oh, we have a new look for a new Shadowheart. Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the camp.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Should mind my step.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Guards blow like petards. They don't help us. Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
You'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Sweet things right before bed.
You're going to hire. We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention. Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
I see it. It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
We've been seeing that for days.
What are you calling this new business?
No, little one. But you'll be in a big...
I want to have a word.
Anything you want for supper.
If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labour and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone. Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do.
You're going to hire.
Keep a sharp eye out. Redcaps are on the loose. One's deemed too violent to work. And not one of these circus folk seem bothered by it.
How many red caps are missing? Never traveled without.
Everyone deserves a chance to make some coin.
How many red caps are in a handful?
Enough to clean Crimson's cage, but not enough to organize the wine. Madame Lucretius is very
Not asking for much, just
So, precisely how many red caps are missing?
It's not real.
just
Please, go ahead of us. My son is a little nervous.
stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
A circus! Can we go?
Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji.
Meat!
Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful. You haven't heard? The Absolute's cronies have been busy chopping people up like it's going out of style. They won't go near us, of course. Lucretius, bringer of night, protects us. And even the Absolute knows better than to tangle with a necromancer. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No like.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Viola Silvertongue won't be happy. Oh well, She should have practiced those high notes. Welcome to the circus, a motley crew of misfits and morons. We're happy to have you.
What's that monster?
That's just a man in a costume. He's not real.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act. realize she is miming putting on face paints. She has them to sell.
Shut.
Scummy ball bag, move! My God's to clean!
No one stopped me yet. Breathe deep and move. Very well.
Approach, ugly one. Ugly, hideous, vile. You are fortunate to have found me, freakish one. Behold! Akabi's wheel of wonders. Spin! To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. Let us see if you have luck's favor. Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. You are welcome, putrid one. Return again to try anew. Will the wheel of one mortals, and try your luck. Prizes.
You will never be half the bard Miss Silvertongue is. Do you hear me?
Another bard? Did Lucretius hire you? Stay out of my way, talentless half-wit.
a customer. Is your camp drab? Dreary? Then you have come to the right place. Browse our bespoke, stony and bony creations. Or commission a statue in your likeness. It is our most sought-after service. Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it. Wondrous! My wife will be most pleased. Oh, darling, don't forget that Dragonborn's order. It's due shortly. Ah, the adventurer returns. Care to purchase a bespoke, stony and bony creation? Oh, my wife shall be delighted. Customs are her favorite, particularly when their facial structure is as unique as yours. Pockets a little empty? Worry not. I'm sure we'll find something in your budget. Nothing caught your eye? I shan't tell my wife. She'd be most upset. Oh, it's been an age since your last break, my darling.
Oh, a strange one. I never seen before one. Hungry? Want a treato? I has lots of treatos, and magics, and junks I finds. Don't worry. I only takes junks from dead people. I is nice. Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you. by now. Come back to Papa soon.
Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. And Boris, put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. We are decades from that. I hope they could open for dribbles. Not that my star needs the support, but at this rate, who knows? Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally, I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage. But these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling. You call that a pose? Again!
Do not stand too close. The flames have a life of their own.
Maybe later, Peanut. He doesn't look too good.
I think he looks fine. Mum won't let me touch the animals. Bet you don't have to ask your mum to pet a stupid cat.
Hey, maybe steer clear of the beasties. One of them is near Rabbit, and the other is looking at us like we're supper.
I don't like the kitty. She looks scary.
I don't know what that is, Peanut, but it's not a kitty. Maybe we should go.
Don't get too close, or Crimson here might decide you look tasty.
You've seen him twice already, Peanut.
Yeah, and I want to see Dribbles again.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Gods, I hate clowns. I'm not even sure clowns like clowns.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight? Oh, hey! Looks like we've got a proper comedian in our midst. Good thing, too. I'll need someone with your wits for my next trick. Now, where are you?
The hair on the back of your neck raises as a shiver passes through you.
You, my special assistant. Come on up. A round of applause for the stalwart heart! Now, I always tell children that they're special, that each and every one of them is unique. Tell me, what makes you special? Boring! Boring! Anyone can do that. You, my friend, are the most special person in the circus, in all of Baldur's Gate. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute.
You sense something behind you. Instinct takes over.
Better please the spotter show. Praise the Absolute.
The shapeshifter. What a pity. I thought we were killing a real clown.
At the ready.
You fight good. Doppelganger, not so good.
What's hiding here? Something's on my mind.
Forever to clean this place up. Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful Dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude. As much as I love a good murder, my customers don't. The real Dribbles charms animals and makes puns. Awful puns. Not this. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every colour and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? That's the spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
This is terrible. The circus is supposed to be a safe place. For us performers, at least.
Details.
Oh, how could Madame Lucretius let this happen? And what are you doing here? Ad!
How could this happen? To Dribbles? To my home? Can't believe we had to rely on a stranger to save us. No offense.
You look a little shell-shocked. Worry not, it's nothing a little music can't fix.
Please, enjoy the circus, which will never be the same without Dribbles.
Violence erupts here. My home. My refuge in this city of stone and steel. Your eyes, dearer. There is pain, endless and deep,
but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally. Your words are cruel, but your heart quivers. Love is a tangled forest. There is no shame in seeking guidance. Think on it.
Clean, bah! Clean, bah!
Dribbles is dead. Joyous news. He was most irritating. Behold! Akabi's Wheel of Wonders is better than any clown. Perhaps this time, fate shall grant you a better prize. Yes! You will win the jackpot this time. I am sure of it. Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. You are welcome, putrid one. Return again to try anew. Come, mortal. Prizes found only in the most exotic of planes.
All right, all right.
I have no idea what in the hell's happened back there, but I know me and my kid are standing because of you. Thank you.
Tribbles is supposed to be nice. Why did he do that? I don't like this. I don't like him.
What's inside?
Not a chance. Your mother will kill me. Let the kid come. He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
The, attack is nothing to worry about. Madame Lucretius has everything under control. Enjoy the circus.
Miss Silvertongue says there is nothing to worry about, so there isn't. Carry on.
I am not buttering you up. You are the very best at what you do.
Get your shinies and treatos!
I promise.
Clown Man is dead. Oh well. Want a treato? Why? I die, you die, we all die. Big Wolf. Have a treato. It'll make it better. Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you. Bye-bye now. Come back to Papa soon. Oi! Give that back! It's my special hand! I found it by the clown man's tent. Fought a rat for it and everything's. It's a one-of-a-kind hand with artisanal bite marks. It's worth lots. All right. Mama Lucretia says we family. Suppose that means Dribbles was too. Yeah. But don't tell nobodies I gave it to you for free. Got to protect my reputation as a tough business lord. Every sale, Papa 30. 30. Papa sells good things.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding Dribbles? Oh dear. Dribbles' flesh is near torn asunder. Poor thing was most certainly alive when he was hacked up. Well, that just means this treasure hunt is all the more challenging. Toddle on, darling. There's more of Dribbles to find.
Get your shinies and treatos!
Come, mortals! exotic of